All right, folks, Yishai Fleischer here. One of the great advantages that the jihad and the Hamas and the anti-Israel crowd in general has is that they've created a whole culture around themselves. If it's the kafia or the watermelon or the slogans from the river to the sea, they have a whole culture that they've developed. And it's not so easy to take that culture apart. One of the ways to do it is through comedy. And there's one man out there who is systematically taking apart the culture of anti-Israelism through comedy, and that's Yechiel Jacobs. And I wanted to do a little retrospective of the work that he's done in making fun of the jerks and the haters, the anti-Israel crowd, and the jihadists who hide behind fake human rights. Let's take a look at one of it. I have a whole collection here. Let's start up with this one, which is just hilarious.
Royal Jordanian Air right now, and you can see that he is serving Nestle water. This is on the top of the boycott list for arming and supporting Israel.
Jump off of that plane right now. That is like the most dangerous water ever. What are you still doing on that plane? Jump off, Karen. It's dangerous for you. You have to open an emergency exit and just jump off, okay? I promise you the boycott gods will save you. Shame on you, Air Jordan. You need to switch your water. Try this. This is what I drink from. It's called Miadine or something. It has like 25% something with the leaves, which means it's organic. And right here is like a bunch of Israeli... No! From now on, I'm only drinking pool water. Oh my God. It's about being responsible.
Okay, so there Yechiel Jacobs was making fun of this so-called Karen out on Royal Jordanian Air, and she can't believe what water they're serving. And I've got one more piece of info for Karen there. She might not know that actually Jordanians living in Jordan, which are also, by the way, so-called Palestinians, because that's the majority of the folks living in Jordan are actually folks from this, Arabs from this region. They are self-styled Palestinians. That's another issue. But you know what water they drink in Jordan? Israeli water. We give them a lot of water. Like the water that Jordanians drink, and even on Air Jordan, they're drinking Israeli water. But you're like boycotting. Why don't you just tell the Jordanians to boycott Israeli water altogether so that they'll just dry up and disappear? That's what you're advocating. So I think that that's an added point. But great job, Yechiel Jacobs, of making fun of that lady and the absurdity of, that whole boycott mindset that you can't drink Israeli water or enjoy all the blessings that Israel has to offer. Here's another good one.
We're a bay pro-Palestine, any height, anti-Zionist. Being a colonizer isn't sexy.
How is it possible to be a colonizer in your ancestral homeland? And why are we whispering? This is very creepy. Why are you not wearing clothing? You should consider colonizing a clothing store. Maybe Old Navy or Zara. Go get yourself some clothing. I feel like I'm watching an episode of Naked and Afraid, just with more lipstick. And you said you're looking for a bay any height? I might have the perfect person for you. I heard Lord Farquaad's looking for a shidduch. And I saw her face. But he might want you to be wearing clothing. Anyways, listen, Annie. It's a hard knock life. The state of Israel cannot be considered colonizing the land because the state of Israel is a Jewish state, and the Jewish people have been in the land before any other people on this planet were there, okay? So for you to say that Israelis are colonizers and we're colonizing the land and Zionists are colonizers, you're lying out of your hard not life tuchus, okay?
All right, so great job there, Yechiel, at making fun of one of the big lies out there, which is the colonization lie. Or previous incarnation of that was the occupation, what I call the occupation accusation. It's not a perfect rhyme, but I think it makes a point, which is that the biggest lie out there is that somehow the Jewish people have stolen this land. And we've had two commonwealths here. We've always been connected to this land. And even already in 1917, the British Empire recognized Jewish connection to the land. And then the whole world in 1923 recognized that under the League of Nations. Everybody knows, not that those, by the way, grant us rights. They just recognize our rights. But my point is that what Yechiel is fighting here is the big lie, the biggest lie of them all, that we're not from here, that we're stealing somebody else's land. And the real truth is that the Islamic world is a colonizer. Islam, the religion itself, is a conquest religion. and since Muhammad has been since the 7th century, has been conquering land in the Middle East and Africa and in Europe. And the Jewish people, this is our real land. We're not the colonists. We're not the land thieves. We're not the marauders. We are from this land. We are the ancestral people of this land. That doesn't mean there haven't been other people living here, but nobody else has ever had a state here, a capital in Jerusalem. It's our land, and it's so important to fight that very basic lie that's out there all the time. Let's keep going with Yechiel Jacobs' effort to decolonize the lies out there.
Harvard University, I'm so grateful I got accepted, but I'm kind of nervous. Wish me luck. Day 2 at Harvard University, the curriculum's proving to be a little bit difficult, but I think with the right work ethic, I'll be able to get things done. And I think I also hate Jews. Day 3 at Harvard University, okay, it's like, I don't even care about the curriculum anymore because like it's located in America, and America is funding the genocide that's happening as right now. Crazy. Day 4 at Gaza University at Harvard Academy for Psychopaths, where we don't use facts, we use our feelings, which is super convenient when you want to lie. I'm so excited. Free Palestine. Free Palestine. Iran, you're the man. I am your biggest fan. Iran, you're the man. I am your biggest fan. Sing it, sing it, sing it.
So that video is about really two things. One is what's happening on American campus and how you get brainwashed over there and how true that is, right? And this is what I said at the beginning here, which is that jihad has created a whole culture, a subculture that you can really buy into and be cool at Harvard. And it's important to make fun of that and to understand that, you know, first thing, don't send your kids to these universities. And now we're fighting these universities successfully. In fact, Harvard just settled with the Jewish Union. And is going to make a relationship with an Israeli university. You know, it's important to fight it, but it's also important to expose it. And I think that Yechiel did a great job exposing the problem at American University. And the other issue is that who's behind it? It's not just Palestinianism, it's really Iranism, right? And Iran is a master puppeteer, a master at using proxies. And Harvard is one of those proxies. And the university, the campus system in general is one of those proxies to create an anti-Israel narrative. And that has to be fought and recognized that they have used the university as a platform to teach jihadism. And we've got to push back on that. So great job, Yechiel. Let's keep going. I got two more.
Tell me what you want.
Oh, this is a skater skirt. Calling from a kink market. Some earrings from a Free Palestine market. Free Palestine.
This is like my Iranian Republic of Iran robe, you know, just to show solidarity. I actually made it myself. I have this little design here. It stands for freaking cool kids have missing sock. That's what's up. Gotta rock the keffiyeh and the H-band, you know, because they just work together in solidarity. Brings out my hips as well. I don't go anywhere without my noise-canceling headphones, because just in case like a Zionist wants to say something logical, I put these on. And I don't hear a word that they say. Like, for example, like, say something.
You're yelling.
Say something.
You're yelling.
Say something.
You're yelling.
Dude, freaking harsh. I'm right here. Collar I got from Petco because all the other places were on like the boycott list. Just to remind me that all the places that I support would probably like enslave me. So it's like super sentimental. No better way to support a fake genocide than wearing a fake Rolex. Okay, what time is it? Not logic. And for footwear, I'm rocking the Jacobs Yechiel Get a Job slides, you know, to remind me that I need a job. Even though I don't have a job, like it's productive to think about how much I need them. You can get them at like jacobsyechiel.com. Freaking rock on. I think he's pro-pally. I'm late to a hunger strike and my owner's gonna be here like any minute, so I gotta bounce, okay?
Wait, before you go, what's some inspiration you can leave the younger generation these days?
Why think when you can just boycott? Keep it real, dude.
There goes Yechiel again into the pool. And the topic that he's really striking out against also is the genocide narrative, right? So there's the occupation narrative, there's the boycott system, and there's the genocide narrative, right? Israel's fighting a just war against the Hamas, against the jihad. It's fighting a war of survival for over 100 years. Israel has been attacked in many different ways, secular jihad, religious jihad, and yet Israel continues to survive. One of the main methods to attack Israel ever since the enemy has realized that you can't just wipe Israel off the map is to erase its good name. And so they've created for this war a whole narrative that Israel's committing a genocide, which is patently not true. You can see it in all the videos of all these, millions of Arabs of Gaza. And Israel is indeed fighting a war against the jihadis, against the well-trained, well-armed Hamas and Palestinian Islamic Jihad. They're fighting. We're fighting. And yes, there are also civilians that are part of that fight, so-called civilians that are supporters of the jihad, supporters of Hamas, or ones that get in the fighting area because we were not allowed to move the Arabs out to Egypt or to Jordan or to Syria. And so therefore, a lot of people have gotten hurt. But it's certainly no genocide. It's a war against an enemy that wants to destroy Israel. So that's a great point. Yechiel once again makes it so humorously. And let's check out this last video about a recent event that just happened, and that's the release of some of the Israeli hostages.
Video of the hostages being released. They look healthier than the cousins themselves. And the Hamas guys are like, here's a gift.
The translation says husbands, but he said razins, which is an Arabic way of saying Gazans.
They gave them a gift bag.
They gave them a gift bag? Are you kidding me? I had no idea. I'm Team Palestine all the way. Where did you learn your logic? Hitler.org? After massacring 1,200 of their friends and then kidnapping them and then traded them in for terrorists, they gave them mishloach manos? These are the nicest people in the world.
Mishloach manot is what Jews give each other on the Purim holiday, little gift baskets.
They gave them a pekalach. You're a
Pekalach means a little gift, a little baggie.
freaking idiot. By your logic, I can steal you, massacre your friends, shoot off 2 of your fingers, and then make sure you leave with a pekalach with pictures of you being held hostage by us and a Snickers bar. And now the world needs to thank me? You don't think Hamas thought about this? Like, guys, we're about to release all the hostages that we stole after murdering 1,200 of their friends and holding them in captivity for over a year. Why don't we release them and give them a package to make sure the idiots on the internet think that we are a good babysitting company? You're an idiot. You're like the dumbest person I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot of dumb yous. I thought I wasn't going to see any more because TikTok was banned and then Trump brought it back, stole half of the company. And now I get to see a lot of you. Shame on you and go get a freaking job.
Yechiel did a great job there making fun. But the only thing is I disagree with him is this guy was not being an idiot. He was promoting the jihad narrative. Look, the hostages got little baggies. And I have to give kudos to the jihad and the Hamas for really creating a pageantry around the release of the hostages and really shaming Israel and humiliating these hostages by kind of treating them so well. There's reports also that they were given Captagon pills to be kind of more up, and they were taught Arabic, so they say things in Arabic. The point is that this guy, Yechiel, this guy that you made fun of, he's not an idiot. He's simply part of the jihad. But I think Yechiel does know that, and he was like trying to point out what a lie this is, what an unbelievable lie it is to see these hostages as being treated well. They were mistreated. They were held against their will. And who knows what else they faced. We'll know soon enough. But this pageantry that Hamas has created is a cynical usage of video, of internet, to promote themselves as humanitarian and as liberators and as folks who stood up to Israel. But in fact, they are jihadists who want to destroy Israel and want to subdue the people of Gaza. There are horrible videos now of Hamas shooting at people in Gaza, anybody who spoke out against them, anybody who said anything pro-Israel, anybody who tried to get food for their family, not through Hamas, is being shot. And that's not so easy to make fun of because it's so powerful and so painful and so horrific to see those videos. I salute Yechiel Jacobs for taking on the culture of the jihad, and may he continue to be successful, and may all of us start to make fun of the lies and the backwardsness of what the jihad wants for this world, which is the opposite of freedom, which is the opposite of liberty, which is the opposite of human rights, which is the opposite of respect for God's great project, which is the return of the Jewish people to the land of Israel, which is one of the most beautiful things in this world, surrounded now by the garbage of the jihad. Yechiel Jacobs and everybody, let's keep fighting. All right, folks, you are listening to Yishai Fleischer, and if you want to keep fighting for the Jewish people, then join me at fightforisrael.org. That's where we fight for many things here in the land of Israel. in order to strengthen it and to strengthen the Torah worldwide. All right, folks, if you want to keep fighting for Israel, join me at fightforisrael.org. We've got a lot of projects out there that keep Israel strong, and you're a part of it because you're a fighter for Israel. We got a lot of things going on, including the Biblical Highway, teaching the Abrahamic faith, restoration of Israeli holy sites, tractors for the Holy Land, and broadcasting truth and courage here at Yishai Fleischer TV. You could also join me at buymeacoffee.com/Yishai. That's right. We are fighting and we believe in go big and go home. That's right. We got to get bigger. Israel's got to get bigger because we are coming home to the land of Israel. So please connect with me in these various facets, in these various ways. And of course, you can write me an email, yishai@yishaifleischer.com. I'm going to do an episode reading your emails soon. And of course, subscribe, hit the little bell, ding, and we'll be in your inbox and in your life. And therefore, Israel's in your life and God is in your life. God bless you, folks, wherever you are. Lots of love and lots of blessings from the good land, and shalom.